Welcome back. So for today's deep dive, we're tackling something I think you've probably seen clogging up your social media feeds.
Oh, yeah, those ads are everywhere right now.
Exactly. We're talking about Frilva Shop, the one promising these massive, almost unbelievable sales.
Right, the 70% off everything.
So our mission is pretty simple, really.
Mm-hmm.
Is Frilva Shop a legitimate place to grab a deal? Or is it an untrustworthy storefront with all the classic signs of a scam?
Well, it definitely starts with that lure. You land on the homepage, and it's just classic high-pressure selling.
Yeah.
Huge markdowns, 50, 70% off, and it's all designed to give you that immediate feeling of, you know, I have to buy this right now.
But the very first red flag for us, it popped up before we even clicked add to cart.
The product range.
The product range. It is a wildly, almost humorously random assortment of stuff. I mean, you've got serious power tools sharing a page with Christmas decorations.
And kids' puzzles and high-end sneakers.
Exactly. So what does that kind of bizarre mix tell us right away?
That scream you're hearing is basically the sound of generalized drop shipping. Or even worse, just scraping.
Scraping.
Yeah, just collecting product listings from anywhere and everywhere. A specialized, established store just doesn't sell everything under the sun like that. It's the fingerprint of an operation that doesn't actually manage its own stock.
And when you look closer at those scraped listings, it just gets worse. We found product photos that are clearly generic stock images. You see them used across dozens of different online shops.
Exactly. And the descriptions are just painfully generic and inconsistent.
Right.
But let's focus on the pricing for a moment, because that's the real tactic here. It's not just a generous sale.
Right.
The items are discounted to a degree that's just. It's not believable for brand new merchandise. It exceeds what's sustainable.
So is the goal there just to get the money, or is there a psychological play? Does that kind of intense discount just sort of disable our critical thinking?
Oh, absolutely. It's all about pressure purchasing. They're pushing for a quick emotional sale before you have time to think critically about the site itself.
And that's when you hit the wall.
That's it. When you finally try to figure out who you're actually buying from, the whole thing fails a transparency test.
That's the key piece we found missing. We searched for any verifiable business information. There's no about page with a real company history.
No.
The contact details are minimal. There's no verifiable info on who owns it or where it's located.
All those markers of legitimacy just completely disappear. A real business wants you to know who they are, how to find them.
Right.
These sites want to stay anonymous so they can just cycle through them. And, when you connect this format to issues people have reported with similar sites,
What happens then?
the consequences range from, extremely slow shipping to getting cheap, unwearable knockoffs. Or, worst of all, you pay and get absolutely nothing.
So, I mean, when you put it all together, the extreme discounting, the generic listings, this profound lack of transparency, our verdict seems pretty clear.
Yeah.
Frilva Shop leans very, very heavily toward being an untrustworthy operation that you should approach with maximum skepticism.
The essential takeaway here for you is that the risks are just. They're substantial. If the lure of the discount is too strong, you have to proceed with extreme caution.
And only use secure payment methods.
Yes. Only use something that offers robust buyer protection. Please never link these kinds of sites directly to your main bank account.
Which brings us to a final thought for you to chew on, I guess. How often does the promise of an unbelievable discount completely override our common sense about basic business legitimacy? Something to mull over before you click on that next 70% off ad.